Hey guys, Mrs. Wagner here, and today we have a nice grammar lesson all about verbs, as you can see behind me. So a verb is one of those parts of grammar that you can never, ever forget. Just like a noun and an adjective, you never forget nouns, verbs, and adjectives. In case you did forget, a verb is an action word, something you can do. Like I'm doing a lot of verbs right now. I'm moving, I'm standing, I'm talking, I'm listening. Those are all verbs that I'm doing right now, okay? So remember, a verb is an action word, something you can do. So we are going to talk about verb tenses today, and as you can see behind me, there are 3 different verb tenses, okay? And basically that means when is the verb happening. This is so we can make your writing stronger and you can compose correct sentences using the correct verb tense. Okay, let's take a look over here in the pink section. Let's talk about past tense verb. A past tense verb is a verb that already happened. You already did it, or it was already done. So a past tense verb already happened, whether it happened 5 minutes ago, 5 days ago, or even 5 years ago. It already happened, it's over and done with. So that's what it means, past tense, it already happened, it's done. All right, let's take a look in the green column, present tense verbs. That means it's happening right now. Like I said, right now I'm doing a lot of verbs. I'm standing, I'm moving, I'm talking, I'm listening. That's happening right now. Those are all verbs I'm doing right now at this very moment. So we call that present tense verbs. It's happening right now. Then if you look over here to the blue, our third tense is a future tense verb. That means it's going to happen. It didn't quite happen yet. Whether it's going to happen in 5 minutes, it's going to happen in 5 days, or it might even happen in 5 years. We call that a future tense verb. It didn't happen yet, but it's going to happen. Okay? And like I said, the reason we need to learn this is so we know how to compose sentences correctly using correct verb tenses. Just like everything we learn in grammar, it's helps strengthen your writing and your language skills as well. Okay? So let's take a look. If you look at my 3 columns, I have some verbs written in brown. We are going to take those verbs and we are going to make them present tense, past tense, and future tense using the exact same verb. We just use a different ending. So let's take a look at this first verb here. I have walk. Okay, sometimes in present tense, again, depending on the context of the sentence, sometimes present tense verbs we leave as is, just walk. Again, it depends on the sentence, but I'm doing it right now. I'm walking. Did you hear that ending I put on that verb walk? I'm walking down the street. So to make a verb present tense like it's happening now, you're going to add an ing. So I already have my verb walk. I'm going to add an ing to now take that verb walk, make it present tense. I'm doing it right now. I'm walking. It's happening right now. Okay, if I want to take that same word walk and I want to make it past tense, like I already did it, I'm still going to take that same verb walk. Okay, whenever you conjugate verbs to different tenses, you always want to keep the same verb, but you're just going to change the ending or add something. Okay, so I want to make it past tense. It already happened. I'm still going to take that word walk. And now this time, I'm not doing it right now. I already did it. I walked to the park yesterday. Did you hear that ending I put on that verb walk? I walked to the park. So to make your verb past tense that it already happened, you simply add an ed. I walked to the park. I'm walking to the park. Now to take that same verb walk and make it future tense like it's going to happen, future tense is pretty much the easiest one because you add a word before that verb walk. So you're going to add the word will. I will walk to the park tomorrow. Okay? So to make it future tense, you're going to add the word will before your verb walk. So I will, and then I'm going to keep that exact same verb walk. You don't change the ending at all on your future tense. Instead, you add the word will before your verb. Okay? So let's try a couple more. I have 3 more verbs up here that I want us to conjugate to different forms. And then I have a little bit of practice at the bottom using verb tenses. See if we could identify it and then see if we could use one correctly. Okay, let's take a look at this verb jump. Okay, I already did it. What did I do? I jumped. Good, I jumped. And I know if I'm using a past tense verb, all I simply do is add an ed. Okay, let's take that same verb jump. So I'm still gonna take the same verb jump, make it present tense. So I'm still gonna write jump, but I'm doing it right now. What am I doing right now? Yes, I'm jumping. I'm jumping right now. So I have that verb jump, then I'm just gonna add the ing, ing. Now, what if I'm going to jump after this video is over? What if I'm gonna go jump on my bed after this video? Again, to make it future tense, I'm just gonna use the word will before my verb. Like, I will jump on my bed after this video. I really won't. So I'm gonna take the word will, and then again, take this same verb jump. I keep the verb as is. Okay, since we're in the future tense column, let's take a look at the verb I wrote underneath it. Okay, the word help. What if I'm going to help somebody tomorrow? If I want to make it future tense, I will help them. So again, I have my verb help. Then I'm just going to slide that word will right in front of my verb help. Okay, let's work backwards now because you should be able to go all three of these columns. It doesn't matter which order. You should be able to take that verb and change it from past to present, present to future, future to past. You should be able to do it all. Okay, let's take that same verb. Help. I will help. What if I'm doing it right now? I'm helping somebody. So again, you're going to take that same verb, help. That doesn't change. There you go, help. That doesn't change. If I'm doing it right now, I'm helping. That's when I add the ing. And like I said, sometimes depending on the sentence or the context, you might just see that verb as help. It might not have an ending. So if you're ever doing an activity where you don't see an ed ending or an ing or a will, then it's probably going to be your present tense verb. It's as is, happening right now. Okay, again, let's take that verb help and make it past tense. So I'm going to keep the word help. And I already helped my neighbor move. Helped. So when I make it past tense, I keep that verb and I add my ing. Simple as that. Looks like I have one more for us. Down at the bottom, we're in the present tense again, okay? Kick. Again, depending on the context, it might say as is, but if I'm doing it right now, I'm kicking. I'm kicking. Now, if I want to make it past tense, keep that same verb kick, and I kicked the ball super far. I kicked. It already happened. That deserves an ed ending to make it past tense. It already happened. It's happening now in the present. It's kicking. But if I'm going to do that in the future, I'm going to say I will. And then use that same verb, kick. I will kick the ball far. Okay? That's all about verb tenses. Past, it's already happened, whether it happened 2 minutes ago or 2 days ago, it already happened. I use the ed ending. Kicked, walked, jumped, helped. Okay? Present tense verb is happening right now, right at this very moment that we're speaking. Sometimes it stays the same. Otherwise, you add the ing ending like walking, jumping, helping, kicking. And then, of course, future tense verbs means it's going to happen. Whether it's going to happen tonight, tomorrow, or 2 days from now, it didn't happen yet. It's going to happen. And we know for future tense, we just add that little word will right before the verb. Like I will walk, I will jump, I will help, and I will kick. Okay? Now, before I let you guys go, I have 2 practices down at the bottom. So let's take a look at number 1. I have a sentence here, and we need to identify the verb tense. Is it past, present, or future? So let's take a look at this sentence. The girl skipped home. In order to identify what verb tense, first thing I need to do is identify my verb. So the girl skipped home. What is my action in this sentence? What is the verb in this sentence? What is something you can do in this sentence? Good. If you said skipped, I'm just going to underline it so we can see I found my verb. That's the first thing you have to do is find your verb. Now, let's take a look at this ending on our verb. Okay, it has an ED. So does that mean it's past tense, it's present, or it's future? The girl skipped home. Did she already do it? Is she doing it now, or is she going to do it? If you said past tense, because that's where my ED endings are, you are absolutely correct. The girl skipped home. She already did it. She's already home safely in bed. Okay? Past tense verb, it already happened. Good. So in order to figure out if it's past, present, or future, you first need to identify your verb first. Then look at the ending, or if it has the word will, to decide past, present, or future. All right, I have one more for us before I let us go. This time we have a verb and we need to put it in the correct tense. Now, as you can see, I don't tell you use it in past tense, use it in present, use it in future. I need to look at the context of the sentence and decide, did that already happen? Is it happening now? Or is it going to happen? So let's take a look at this very last practice one I have for us. Number 2, I blank dinner tonight. And it looks like my verb is eat. Okay, I blank dinner tonight. I eat dinner tonight. Tonight, I could look at that keyword tonight. That tells me tonight didn't happen yet. So it's not past tense. It didn't happen yet. Tonight, it's not tonight right now. So it's not present because it's not happening. That word tonight tells me it's going to be in the future. It is not tonight right now. So that's going to be a future tense. So I'm going to take this word eat, this verb, make it future tense. I'm just going to add the word will before my verb eat. So I will eat dinner tonight. I will eat dinner tonight. And listen how nice that sounds. Okay, we found that word tonight and we had to use our brain. Did that already happen? It's happening now, or it's going to happen. Tonight did not happen. So my brain told me that's going to be a future tense verb that is going to happen. That's why I had to pick the word will. Okay, future tense, verb tenses, Verb tenses, past it already happened, present it's happening now, future it's going to happen. ED, ing, or the word will. Okay, again, practice this, and the more that you practice, it's also going to sound a lot better. Okay, I eat dinner tonight. That doesn't quite sound right. Okay, so it's a lot of knowledge, and then what else is going to make sense? All right, that's all I have for verb tenses for you guys today. I can't wait to see how great you are at practicing this new skill.